Am I the arsehole for switching to regular milk to prove my lactose intolerant roommate keeps stealing from me? Me and 2 other guys share an apartment together and we split all the bills. The only thing we don't split is the groceries. Everyone's in charge of buying their own food, and we don't touch whatever doesn't belong to us in the fridge. We put our names on everything so no one gets mixed up. This issue has been going on almost a year and I'm sick of it. One of my roommates, R, keeps stealing my food. I get home from work and containers with my leftovers are sometimes missing. They have my name written on it. Or my stuff finishes too quick. My gallon of milk, for example.
My sandwich!
My sandwich! With the moist maker. R is for arsehole. Oh, this is a major pet peeve, isn't it just? My gallon of milk, for example. I buy almond milk because I like the taste.
Asshole.
But it... And that's that, guys. But it seems to finish after a week, even though I've only drank it once or twice. I confronted R about this lots of times, and that's caused a lot of arguments. He outright denies it and tells me I'm crazy, even though it's so obvious. My other roommate and I carpool together because we both work the same early morning shifts around the same area, so I know it's not him. It's always after we get back home and R's already left for work that I notice my food's gone. My roommates also had a similar problem, but not as often as I do. I'm guessing R doesn't like what he buys. The funny thing is R buys a lot for himself and is even more stingy about his food. He will literally point out what's his when he comes back from grocery shopping and tells us not to touch it. By the way, I find this is often the case. Last week, my milk was nearly empty again and I got fed up. I went to the liquor store and bought regular dairy milk. I drank what was left of my almond milk and refilled the gallon with the one I bought. This was to catch/prove R is the one stealing, since he's lactose intolerant. The next day, Saturday, we get back from work and R is pissed. He yelled at me that he was stuck in the bathroom for 40 minutes with diarrhea because of my milk. He was using it to make a shake. I only responded with, "So then you're the one who's been stealing." He freaking exploded. Yeah, he admitted he was sometimes drinking my milk and eating my food, but he was more mad that I switched milks than the fact that he was caught. I told him I wouldn't have done that if he just stopped taking my stuff from the fridge, or at least told the truth instead of trying to make it seem like I was making it up. My roommate backed me up and thought it was kind of funny he got paid back for stealing from us. It's a little tense right now, and my roommate told me R is trying to convince him to agree to kick me out. Little does he know, we're both looking to move somewhere else together because we're sick of his shit. I told some buddies what happened, and a few think I was an arsehole for that. I feel like I'm not in the wrong here. He was taking my food and not even owning up to it. I wanted to prove it. Does that make me the arsehole? I mean, are we digging this? It's such a chat shit get back.
We've waited long enough.
Oh man.
The every stream Hannah Bort's saying, "Chat shit, get banged."
Just like, it's a great phrase, and it's a great colour on you, I have to say, Hannah. I think it's lovely. I think it's really good when you say that.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Op is a legend. He is not the arsehole. R is an arsehole.
R is an arsehole. I take it you've been enjoying reading the chat. I presume everyone's fucking...
I was mostly laughing at the story again.
It's a great story.
But yes, the chat have been enjoying it too.
I mean, how often do you get the perfect opportunity to catch them in the act? I love it's like, if the person had diarrhea and they wanted to not blow their cover, they'd be like, "I had diarrhea because I ate something hot and spicy and my stomach couldn't take it." But instead it's like, "Did you change your milk?" It's like, "Yeah." Oh, balls. And like, why would you know?
They didn't even like confront him about it. It's like he knew he had been fucking caught out, and he had been done literally by cow milk rather than almond milk.
It's my bottle. I'll fill it with whatever I like. Do you know, there's a woman at work who was so certain people had taken her milk. she would spit in it. Well, at least, the very least, she would write on it, "This is my milk and I've spat in it." It's like, oh jeez. But no one's taking your milk. We all have milk. The milk is supplied by the company. Oh my God. But in this case, I do find, and I've seen in the past, people who, as I read this, I said to myself, like, funny thing is, R buys a lot for himself and is even more stingy about his food. He literally points out what's his. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the kinds of people.
I've been in that situation where someone's like, "This is all mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine," and then is like so quick to point out their stuff.
And when the type of person does that, I'm like, well, I wasn't going to steal your food, but I am now.
Fill the milk bottle with virgin piss. Art is also an idiot. Almond milk doesn't look like real milk. I mean, we've all in the times I've been in houses with people, we've all eaten a bit of somebody else's stuff from time to time, you know. But you tend to either replace it or what goes around comes around. It's never like such a big thing that. By the way, I
lived in my house for a week and ate my shit. Didn't even live there.
Unbelievable. Yeah. I ate so much of his stuff. It was
Did.
Brilliant. Really good.
Mostly expired stuff though, so it's all good.
Yes, it was fine. I was very sick. Just ask first. I want to. Does Mike live with a group of people? I don't know, Mike, do you live in a house with 3 other people where you have to write your names on shit? I want to know. Or non-virgin piss. Whichever is easier. I mean, in the local Sainsbury's, they only have non-virgin. My ex-housemate took my mushrooms, and I only realised when I found a little bag of mushrooms and a note on my shelf. A note on your shelf that said, "Go fuck yourself." I live in a house with my family, so we share all the bills. Oh, okay, fair enough.
You'd have to go to Waitrose for the extra virgin piss.
You better believe it. That place has everything. Try
Waitrose.
There you go. Nice. Yeah. Most of these "Am I the Arseholes" could be solved if people actually bloody talked. Do you know, it's strange how people are really into working things out. I definitely know there was something I read once where people had gone to university and they'd gone out that first night when they just met each other at university, and they'd all like bought drinks, and some people had bought drinks and other people had bought drinks. And I read this somewhere online that the next time they went out, some guy had a notebook of everyone's drinks and what they'd bought the time before, and he'd put it down in a long list and went, "Well, you bought a pint of beer and you bought a cocktail and you bought this, and therefore on this occasion I am owed £10.97 worth of," like, so I had accounted for everything to the nth degree.
I thought that was turning into a nice story where it's like he had made a note of what everyone drunk, so
and
that
then
when they turned up the next time, he could just immediately go to the bar and buy the first round.
No, he made a note of what he was owed. And actually, I had a friend of mine who, it wasn't a situation involving me, but someone else had bought a round at the pub one time. And then on a subsequent occasion, maybe like a week or 2 weeks later, somebody said, "Oh, by the way, last time we were out 2 weeks ago at this pub, I got you a beer at the end, so you owe me a beer already."
Sounds like a friend of mine that I once left in a cupboard.
It's like, once you've left, like, that's done. You can't just start going, "By the way, 2 weeks ago, you were 1 beer up on a round, so you owe me 1 beer before we've even started." You know. And I'm like, "No, fuck that shit, mate."
You just made the list.
He is the answer. So the answer. Oh shit! Throwing this at myself. I'm taking.
Op is not.
The op is not. R is arse.
Thanks for watching this highlight from Don't Get Me Started, the ranty banty comedy show. Join in on our live show every week at twitch.tv/DGMS Live and hit that subscribe button for more clips and bits from DGMS.